Welcome to the weekly affirmation. So, this week's affirmation is I allow my truth to be visible to others. This week, I have two questions with me that you can answer either in the comments or in your journal or just to yourself. I will not be answering any question this week, or maybe next week. So, first, we're gonna say the affirmation 3 times and then we will discuss the question. So let's get into it. So to say the affirmation, you can just voice it out loud, but to truly feel it, try to connect with your body. You can either have your hand on your chest or on your head if you feel like it, or on your face, or just look at yourself. Just do something that helps you connect with yourself so you have an immediate image of who you're talking to. Okay? So I allow my truth to be visible to others. I allow my truth to be visible to others. I allow my truth to be visible to others. How did that feel? Write that in the comment and tell me. So the first question is, do I show up as my authentic self? This is a genuine question because some of us, most of us are chameleons, okay? We are good at adapting. We are good at surviving. We can change our roles. We can change our expression. We can fit in. It's like it's second nature to us. So some of us, unfortunately, we have never experienced ourselves, our authentic self, not even when we're alone. We're constantly wearing masks. We're constantly showing up as what is suitable and what is preferred in that situation than who we truly are. It's a survival mechanism, and it has its place, definitely, but to constantly not be able to show up as yourself, your true self, your authentic self, it's not good for us mentally. We should have places that we can show up as our true selves. We should have places that we can show up more of a true authentic self than our acting self. We should have places that allows for us to just be, and that's it. But most of us don't know what our authentic selves look like. Some of us know, some of us have even tried to act like it, be our authentic selves. But the result was one of a rejection rather than acceptance, and that has caused fear to manifest, and that stops us from, showing up as we truly are. But we have to still try to show up as we truly are. We can do that, bit by bit, saying yes when we want to say yes, say no when we want to say no. We have to calm down our nervous system, because being your authentic self, it does a couple of things for you. It reduces the feeling of being too much. It reduces your tolerance for fakeness as well, from yourself and from others. It also reduces your anxiety that something is wrong or something is not right. And it also reduces your tolerance for smallness, also from unnecessary connections. So we have to make it a practice to show up as our authentic self for our well-being, but as well as for others. Because if we never show others who we truly are, we will never know if they truly reject us or if they truly will accept us as we are. We have to grant them the trust that they are capable of accepting us. If you don't show others who you truly are, then they're missing out on who you truly are. You're missing out on the authentic connection that could come from it, as well as you're not enjoying being with them. That's just it. You're not going to enjoy being with people if you're not who you truly are, if you're constantly cosplaying. So we have to grant others the trust. We have to put the trust in their hand and say, this is who I am. Do you accept me? It's a hard question to ask, but it's one that we should try asking as often as we can. Here's who I am. Do you accept me as I am? Can you? I think we all can. It's a matter of wanting to. So yeah, ask yourself, are you truly showing up as who you truly are, your authentic self? Or are you showing up in a smaller version of you, or the wrong version of you? The second question is, do I know my truth? Do I know my authentic self? This one is also a loaded question, not gonna lie. But the truth is, most of us don't even know what our authentic self look like. We don't know how it feels like for us to be authentic. To become fully authentic in our actions, we have to know what it looks like for us, how it feels like for us, and how that comes out through us, our authentic self. And in order to do that, we have to learn to sit with ourselves. We have to learn to listen to ourselves. We have to learn to feel ourselves. We have to use all of our senses, all 5 and beyond, to actively connect with ourselves. Because only by doing that can we learn to truly love ourselves. I recently heard, actually I saw a post, it was on Instagram, and I do not remember the context. No, basically the person was saying that you cannot truly love all parts of yourself because some parts of yourself are just dark and twisted. And I agree that some parts of ourselves are dark and twisted, but they're dark and twisted for a particular reason. If we go back to the moment in which they were formed, you can see that they were formed out of love for ourselves. They wanted to protect us, and the only way to protect us back then, without us falling apart, was by becoming that dark and twisted. So many people tend to exclude those parts of themselves like that, the ones that are dark and twisted. But I applaud you not to do that. We're not just light, we're also dark. And to become fully authentic, we have to embrace both the light and the dark within us. So instead of excluding your dark and twisted side out of conversations, let them in on the council. Let them have a seat at the table. Let them voice out their opinion. Listen to them. And then you will make a more sound decision through that. If you only listen to the light, you're going to be imbalanced. You're going to find yourself existing in a way that is tiring, a way that makes you feel like a victim, a way that makes you feel incomplete because you are incomplete. You're acting on only one side of you. But the dark side of you is also there to protect you. You have to listen to it. If you truly listen to it, you get to understand it. You will know how to employ it. And it has its place. Because if you're in a situation, for example, someone is actively, I don't want to say causing you harm, but someone is dismissing, for example, someone is dismissing your opinion constantly, but you have something to say, and it's very important for you to say those things. If you're just operating in the light, you want harmony, so you will not say anything. And then they will carry on with that decision that is flawed. And then the result will not be that which it should have been. But if you listen to your dark side will tell them to shut it up and listen. And of course, you will express it differently, but it will tell them to quiet it down, okay? You have something to say, they have to listen. And by you expressing that, the decision will be more complete and less flawed. The result will be more acceptable than the previous one. And the benefit that it will provide for everyone else will be more than the previous one. So there is a place for everything. So allow your dark and your light to exist together. Let them be together, okay? They're within you. They are in you for a reason. So accept that. Accept the truth that you're not just light. Accept the truth that you're not dark. Just dark. You're both. So use those to get to know yourself better, so that when you step up, you will step up in your authentic self. If you need help with that, check out my website. I have some services that could be helpful for you. The link is down in the caption. Get to know yourself, because you are always with yourself. And learn to trust others with your authentic self. You got this. Bye.